Welcome to Catholic Shrine Basilica YouTube channel. Elakurichi Adaikala Madha Shrine, Tamil Nadu, India. Introduction. Elakurichi Adaikala Madha Shrine, also known as Shrine of Our Lady of Refuge, located at Elakurichi, Tamil Nadu, India. Miracles of Mother Mary, Adaikala Madha, TN, India, 28 kilometers from Tanjavur. Adaikala Madha Church is located in Elakurichi, a small village in Ariyalur district, Tamil Nadu, South India, and a Catholic pilgrimage center. Elakurichi is one of the earliest historical Christian shrines in Tamil Nadu. It is dedicated to Virgin Mary. It is 20 kilometers from Tanjavur. The ancient church, built by the famous Catholic missionary Constanzo Beschi, popularly known as Veeramamunivar, on the year of 1711. Tamil Nadu government has announced it as a tourist spot in the year 2001. The Adaikala Madha Shrine is a sacred pilgrimage center for Roman Catholics. The state government had spent lots on money to improve the infrastructure for the benefit of devotees coming to the church during festival times. Elakurichi, previously called Tirukkavalur, is located near Ariyalur. Elakurichi is 25 kilometers from Ariyalur. Elakurichi holds a famous Catholic shrine called Adaikala Madha Shrine. Veeramamunivar had constructed the Adaikala Madha Church in Elakurichi. Every year the Elakurichi Adaikala Madha Shrine Car Festival is famous. Christians come together to celebrate the festival every year in April. During this festival, pilgrims gather to pray to Mother Mary, popularly known as Adaikala Madha, from throughout Tamil Nadu. Especially pilgrims come by bullock carts from nearby parishes such as Varadarajan Pet, Tenor, Keelanejuvai, and Kuvathar. The village is located in the river bank of Kalaidam. The main occupation of the people of Elakurichi is agriculture. The major crops grown here are rice and sugarcane. Tanjavur and Ariyalur are the nearest cities from this village. The greenery of the paddy fields and flowing river Kalaidam are the beauty of this village. History. Elakurichi is famous for its ancient church, built by the famous Catholic missionary Constanzo Beschi, popularly known as Veeramamunivar, on the year of 1711. Its origin goes back to the beginning of the 18th century. At this juncture, Father Beschi was working in Varadarajanpet and sent to Elakurichi during the Lenten season. Beschi replaced Father Emmanuel Machado, who had been imprisoned in Vallam Fort by Sir Foji. The Catholics, who suffered persecution under the Tanjore kingdom, crossed the borders to Elakurichi seeking shelter as well as to save their Catholic faith. Constanzo Beschi is believed to have come to Ariyalur region on missionary work between AD 1710 to 1742, and here at Elakurichi he built this church on a vast land of about 60 acres, granted by a local rich landlord as a token of his gratitude to Father Beschi, who cured him of a dreadful disease by invoking the blessings of the Holy Mother Mary. An inscription engraved on a stone slab written in AD 1763, preserved in this church, makes a mention of this grant. Elakurichi is the most prominent place among the mission centers where Beschi worked. Beschi spent most of his missionary life here. It was here that he composed many of his masterpieces like Thembhavani, an epic on Saint Joseph, Tirukkavalur Kalambam, a bouquet of poems on Our Lady of Refuge. His prose works like Vadhayar Ashokam, Vedavalakam, etc., and his grammatical works on classical and spoken Tamil, and his famous Tamil dictionary Sataragaratti. It was at Elakurichi that Beschi started as Sentamil Kalluri, Tamil College. Constanzo Joseph Beschi, Veeramamunivar. Constanzo Joseph Beschi, November 8, 1680, February 4, 1747, also known under his Tamil name of Veeramamunivar, was an Italian Jesuit priest, missionary in South India, and Tamil language literature. Beschi was transferred to Vadugarpati, Vadugarpati today. He worked here from 1717 till 1720. We are unable to know where Beschi was after 1720. But we learn that Beschi accompanied Bishop Pinheiro to Mylapore to Maravanad to collect information about the life of John de Brito, a Jesuit missionary. In a letter dated December 19, 1726 written to Rome, Beschi introduces himself as already the vicar forain of Tonavure. So we can safely presume Beschi was at Elakurichi from 1721 onwards. During his stay at Elakurichi, a very severe famine overtook that area. Thousands of people died of starvation. Mothers sold their infants just for a few measures of rice. The Protestant Danish mission at Tranquebar took advantage of this situation. Generously spending the large amount of money that was at their disposal, they began to net the Catholics into their fold. To avail themselves of this monetary assistance, a number of Catholics and even some catechists crossed over to their fold. It was at this juncture that he chose to invoke Mary as Adaikala Madha, Our Lady of Refuge, and composed a booklet called Thirukavalyur Kalambam in her honor. Things began to take a new turn. There was good rain and the famine disappeared. The Catholics who strayed away for the sake of money returned to the fold. Miraculous favors began to flow. When a fire accident occurred at that time in the village, in spite of the strong wind, the huts of the Christians were untouched by the fire. Father Beschi understood that Our Lady had come to live with them and protect them. With the recommendation of the Archbishop of Mylapore, he submitted an application, through his Jesuit general in Rome, to His Holiness the Pope for permission to celebrate solemnly the titular feast of Adaikala Madha on the third Sunday after Easter every year, and also for the sanction of a plenary indulgence for the faithful participating in it. He received the letter of sanction signed by His Holiness himself towards the end of 1733. About this time the chieftain of Ariyalur, Rengappa Malavarayar, came to see Father Beschi. He was very much taken up by the learning and piety of Father Beschi. He was astonished that an European like Beschi could possess such a vast and deep knowledge of Tamil grammar and literature. As a token of his appreciation, he donated about 175 acres to this church. The stone tablet attesting to this fact can be seen even today in the church compound. Madha Kulam, Sacred Pond. King of Ariyalur Rengappa Malavarayar, affected with an incurable cancerous mole, Raja Pilave, approached Veeramamunivar to heal him. Munivar, knowing well of his inability to do so, sought the refuge of Mother Mary. Heeding the prayers, our Blessed Mother brought forth a miraculous spring like in Lourdes. He applied the soil mixed with the spring water on the incurable mole. On the very same night he got cured. In order to thank for the favors received, the king donated 175 acres of land on which stands the present shrine. The church, community hall, Veeramamunivar Manamandapam. Special functions, seminars, prayer meetings, retreats are conducted here. Infant Jesus Chapel. Infant Jesus Chapel is located in front of the Madha Kulam lake. Adoration Chapel. In order to encourage the devotees to spend time in solitude with the Eucharistic Lord, church is having a beautiful adoration chapel. Home for the aged. Church is running an old age home to help the needy elder persons. Adaikala Madha Dispensary. Former Bishop Paul Aralsamy started Adaikala Madha Dispensary for poor and the needy. Veeramamunivar RC Middle School. The poor children are educated in the school run by the shrine. Veeramamunivar Arrivalayam, Library. All the 36 books written by Veeramamunivar and other precious religious books are preserved in the library. Accommodation. There are more than 25 rooms available for accommodation. Bronze statue of Adaikala Madha. 120 feet high rosary park with Adaikala Madha statue at the top. The fame of Elakurichi was known the whole of Tamil Nadu right from the time of Veeramamunivar. Church has a plan to construct a rosary park, 120 feet high with 5 layers. First layer. All the statues of Our Lady appeared in different parts of the world will be erected with their historical background and importance. Second layer, the history of Elakurichi and miracles of Adaikala Madha will be displayed. The life history of Veeramamunivar and his literary masterpieces will also be exhibited. Third layer, Bible in digital. Lots of children do visit the shrine regularly. In order to attract them towards the Word of God, the biblical stories will be shown in sound and light. Fourth layer, Adoration Chapel will adorn the fourth layer of the tower. Top layer, on top, 53 feet statue of Adaikala Madha, Our Lady of Refuge made out of mixture of 5 metals, Panchalogam, by world-renowned sculptors, Stapithis, from Swamimalai, Tamil Nadu, India will be erected. Special years. AD 1855, Catechists Center in Elakurichi. AD 1895, Annual Feast. AD 1899, Kumbakonam Diocese formed. AD 1933, Statue of Our Lady Madakalam. AD 1935, AD-1936 prevailed a crisis on faith. AD 1963, Shrine raising. AD 1970, opened a convent and hospital. AD 1980, extension of the old church. Feast Day, 8th September. Flag hoisting, 2nd Saturday after Easter. Feast Day, car procession, 3rd Saturday after Easter. Adaikala Madha Festival, 3rd Sunday after Easter. Lent, 5th Friday of Lent, Special Way of the Cross. Feast Day of Our Lady of Blessed Virgin Mary, 8th September. Mass time. Weekdays, 6:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Saturdays, 6:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. First Saturdays, 6 p.m. car procession novena mass. Second Saturdays, 9 a.m. prayer meeting. 1 p.m. special mass. 2 p.m. Annadanam. Sundays, 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Church visiting time. Every days, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Contact info. Address, Adaikala Madha Shrine, Elakurichi P.O., Veeramamunivar via Ariyalur District, 621 715. Website, www.adaikalamadha.org. Connectivity, airways. The nearest airport is Tiruchirappalli Airport, which is 71.8 kilometers from Adaikala Madha Shrine. Railways. The nearest railway station is Tanjavur Railway Station, which is 29 kilometers from Adaikala Madha Shrine. Roadways. Adaikala Madha Shrine is 32 kilometers from Tanjavur Old Bus Stand, 37.2 kilometers from Tanjavur New Bus Stand. Bus routes. Tanjore Thivairu Thirumanor Elakurichi Adaikala Madha Shrine -35 kilometers. Kumbakonam Thivairu Thirumanor Elakurichi Adaikala Madha Shrine -60 kilometers. Velankani Tanjore Thivairu Thirumanor Elakurichi -125 kilometers. Tiruchi Pundi Madha Koval Thivairu Thirumanor Elakurichi -85 kilometers. Ariyalur, Elakurichi Adaikala Madha Shrine -30 kilometers. Chennai Perambalur Ariyalur, Elakurichi Adaikala Madha Shrine. Pundamana Kaval Kandayar Tiruvayaru Thirumanor Elakurichi 25 kms. If you wish to know more about Catholic shrine basilicas, Marian shrines and Marian apparitions, subscribe to our Catholic Shrine Basilica YouTube channel. Like and share with your loved ones. For more churches website www.catholicshrinebasilica.com.